Depot in the beat.
What's up, Tony? What up, Mad Dog? What it do with the folk? Chime on in, y'all. You see it. Let's work. Hey. Hey. What's up, Timmy? What it do with the folk? You know we gotta come in live with the folk, man. What it do with the folk, man? Gotta keep it pimping, man. No simping, man. You understand me? Don't be afraid to be great, all you boxers. Don't be afraid to be great. We gonna cook today. Yo, in for a treat today. We're gonna fuck some shit up on this Sunday morning, you dig? Work. Already know what it is, man. What to do, what the business is, man. It's your boy DT3 the Boom BZ, man. Back at you again with another live stream, man. I just want to say thank you to everybody that slid into this G thing, man. I appreciate you for coming through. This is Boxing Talk 158. Don't be afraid to be great. Whoa, what a title, boy. Boxing Talk 158. Don't be afraid to be great. Don't be afraid to be great. What's up, Serge? If you got a minute, bro, this is a good Boxing Talk segment for you to be on because it's all about fighters approaching greatness. And then there are fighters avoiding greatness. See, it's kind of a catch-22 in this game. Because after what I saw about Ryan Garcia claiming that he was going to retire at the age of 26 to possibly pursue an MMA career. See, I'm not going to say that you ain't worth the cannon for that, Ryan. I get you talking about MMA, but you're not an MMA guy. So you're not worth me bringing that information to the cannon. So I just thought I'd do a quick live about these fighters kind of throwing smoke at y'all, got y'all thinking one thing, and then they hit you with some other curveball shit, like what we saw with a Ryan Garcia. You know what I mean? You see Ryan Garcia was doing all this Tank Davis, all this talk, getting on Mike Tyson's hot boxing with Mike Tyson and shit. Tank Davis. Whole entire time, yo, ho ass, you ain't finna fight no goddamn Tank Davis. And Tank Davis is not even a 135-pound fighter. He's a 130-pound fighter. So why are you not calling out Devin Haney, which the WBC just recently mandated that you are basically supposed to fight with Marcelo Suleiman. He just said that that's supposed to be your next fight. But here, lo and behold, you ain't saying shit about Devin because you like Devin. You like him. So you want to sit up there and yell, Tank, 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 who ain't did shit in your division. He ain't did shit. Quiet as kept, Ryan. You've done more in boxing than Tank. Now, has Tank made more money than you in boxing? Probably. But Ryan, you've done more in the sport of boxing. You've been more consistent. I mean, when Tank Davis, you were talking about Tank Davis 7 fights in the game, 7, 8 fights in. Tank Davis was, I mean, I still looked at you as a baby compared to Tank, because Tank was like 15, 16, damn near 20 fights in the game. And then all of a sudden you start being more active, and Ryan Garcia starts being more active, starts doing more in the sport. And then I started to say, hey man, maybe Ryan might get him. Ryan might, he's showing that he's active. He's dedicated to the sport more than Tank. And from what I know, hard work beat talent. Let me get to these comments real quick. Yeah, Sarge, if you got some time, slide in. Oh, you sweet, Craig. You sweet. I know y'all wish. I know y'all wish y'all had a dude like me, but y'all ain't gonna never have nothing like this. DT3 is an original, man. So, I mean, I get it. I guess that's what y'all want me to do, because I haven't really talked about y'all. And it's funny that I ain't said shit about y'all, and then here you come want to say some shit like this. I don't even talk about y'all. I haven't made a video about you niggas in God knows how long. So why do you niggas claim to be controlling the narrative and y'all got all this knowledge and all this game, but yet and still your fucking following wants to come to other people's channel and say fuck shit, even when I'm not saying shit about you niggas? That just lets me know all you fanboys, I'm living rent free in y'all motherfucking heads. Because even when I'm not talking about you hoe ass niggas, y'all still tuning in. Fuck the LDBC. What's up, Chain with Ice? What's going on with you? Tyrese, what's going on? The reason why I say Tank did more because he's accomplished at 30, bro. And he did, I think he did win something at 26. He just couldn't make 26 no more. But I believe, if not at 26, correct me if I'm wrong. If he didn't do shit at 26, excuse me. But I know he did shit at 30. He's been very consistent at 130 pounds. That's no lie for Tank. He fought one time at 35. One time at 35. So why are you here? Why are you here? I'm this my year, bro. I'm calling out names the whole year. So what the fuck? What's up, D Hodges? Will you tell a so-called wannabe associate of the clique that you claim? Can you please, you know what I'm saying, put him in his place if you feel necessary, or I do it. You know what I mean? I don't have no problem. I know you want some attention, Craig. I get it. I know you want some attention. I know you want me to put your comment up here so people can see your name and all that. But me saying it is enough. What's up, Los? I miss you too, D Hodges. I ain't seen you in the last few streams, man. I gave you a shout out too, man. One of the realest in the LDBC next to Trill Boxing Talk. Trill Boxing Talk and D Hodges are the realest dudes in the LDBC. The only two people that I actually will give respect for. So when I say fuck the LDBC, I'm not talking about them. I like D Hodges and I like Trill. Trill got some cool shit. I was gonna slide on your panel, Trill, last time, but I caught your live late, so I'll be pulling up on you, Trill. You'll be seeing DT3 the Boom Man pretty soon, pulling up on your live stream. What's up, Mike? I'm chilling, man. Chilling like a villain, bro. Doing my thug thing. Finna talk this boxing talk. Want to get in. But you here, though. If you didn't need my promotion, you wouldn't come here. You know what I mean? So, and yet you here. If I couldn't sell nothing, why would you be? The funny thing is you niggas are so contradictory. It's ridiculous. You saying what I can't do, and yet still you niggas come here. And yet you here. You're here. If you felt I couldn't do that, why would you come and watch me? You watching, bro. At the end of the day, I got your viewership. I got your click. I got your view. So you can talk all the shit you want to. At the end of the day, I win because your whole ass came over here to see me. So you could be smart and shut the fuck up and leave. Like that 22 should go to like 21. You should just get the fuck on. But I'm not tripping. You here. You're here. So when I go to an LDBC channel and I tell them the shit that I deal with based on their fan base, oh, they're gonna have some words for you. They're gonna have some words for you. Cause I'm sure the shit that most of y'all niggas do, they don't condone. They don't tell y'all to come do it. Y'all just do it because y'all just want to. So really, you should just move around. Because that whole little shit about, I done already roasted you niggas. I done already got on y'all. I done already ripped y'all a new asshole. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all biggest fear is numbers. My numbers is going to go up regardless. So soon as I get my shit right in a certain place, y'all ain't going to know what to do with me. So, okay. I got you, Gene. I got you, Gene. I'm still trying to get my boy Surge on here. Trying to get my boy Surge up here, see what he think. I didn't even prove it. Prove it. I love how y'all say that. I love how y'all say they don't got no proof or nothing. I've never spoken to this dude. That's funny though. That's funny. Like y'all all say that shit. Like that's what y'all gotta do to go to other people's channels is tarnish their character, assassinate their character. So I went over to 78, right? Told him I wanted to be a part of his shit, bro. He told me no.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Gene?
Yep, just jumping on real quick, man. Happy birthday to Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr., eh?
To the great. To the great.
Yep.
Hey,
Well,
so you ready for Tuesday?
Yep, I'll be there. I'm ready, man. I'm gonna actually head out right now to record I gotta do something at 3 p.m., so I'm getting ready. I gotta predict the UFC cards, but yep, Tuesday, I know I'll be there. I'll be there.
Okay, for sure. Happy birthday, Los. Happy belated birthday, Los. I see you. I see you,
Ready.
Los.
If you're still streaming, I'll come back probably in about 30 minutes, but you have a good one, man.
Okay, man, do your thing. I need some info if you got it. Holla at me.
I will do. Thank you.
Shout out to my boy, the MMA Genie.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Doing his thug thing, man. They don't call him the Genie for nothing, man. You make a wish, it's going to happen, man. Every time I hit him up and was like, hey, you got this, man? Rub it 3 times. He put it together, man. Shout out to the MMA Genie, man. And tune in this Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific time with me, your boy MMA Bet Surgeon, and you just heard it. Your boy MMA Genie will be sliding through. We're gonna be getting some information on what's the latest news in MMA talk. Trust and believe. We'll be live Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific time. For sure. Yeah, man. Y'all wish Los a happy birthday, man. His birthday was just yesterday, man. He just turned 19, man, 21. Young out here. Y'all know he older than I'm just fucking with him. But yeah, man, he just had his 21st birthday, man. Get that man some love. Shout out to my boy Los, man. Happy birthday, man. Happy 21st birthday. Many more to come. So, it is what it is. But yeah, so what I was basically saying is Ryan is literally doing the clout chase right now. I'm finna roast you, Ryan. I'm finna roast you, bro. Because you literally are on a clout chase. Literally on a clout chase. Because you honestly, you're not finna fight Tank. You're not gonna fight Tank. Leonard Ellaby said, keep doing what you're doing, and the only reason why the fight with Tank Davis won't happen is because of Oscar De La Hoya. It won't be because of Ryan. Because Ryan is a boss. But we already know when people are contractually obligated to promoters, they can't just do whatever the fuck they want to. So we already know Ryan can't just go and make some shit happen. He can't do that. And Leonard Ellaby has already said Tank Davis' next opponent is unknown. He doesn't know. He's saying now listen to the contradiction. Listen to the contradiction. He's saying we make moves. That's what he's saying. We make moves. What's Tank Davis' next fight? We don't know. But what we do know is his fight will be in front of fans. We don't know who his next opponent will be. But we know his next fight will be in front of fans. Not knowing, nobody knows, based on the news, social media, internet, nobody really knows when shit is really finna open back up. Because we already into this new normal shit. So nobody really knows when everything is going to open the fuck up. So quiet as kept, Tank might not fight to maybe the middle or the end of the fucking year. I know for sure. I ain't gonna say for sure like I really, really know off the bat like that. But I have a hunch and a gut feeling Tank gonna fight one time this year. He gonna fight one time. You might get one fight out of Tank. You might get one. But you cannot trust shit that Leonard Ellaby say all like that. Because for somebody to say we make moves and we doing this and we doing that, but at the same time we don't know what the next thing we finna do, you lying, Leonard. You know what you finna do. You just not finna tell nobody. Because you like to keep people in suspense and all that bullshit. And there's a bunch of smoke and mirrors. Because you know that Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis not finna fight. The fight might make sense as far as like money-wise or it's gonna sell. You know, that's what you mean when you say make sense. That fight will sell. No, regardless. Just because of who the two fighters are. Because they're both in their own right stars. It ain't about being the best fighter that you could be in the sport. It's about being a star. And I'm gonna get to the belts too. Don't trip. We still got to get to the belts and Eddie Hearn and all. Oh, it's gonna be some smoke today. Because it's bullshit going on in the sport of boxing. Because now we talking about getting rid of the belts. And it's funny that I was hearing that the belts didn't mean shit about maybe a year or so ago. And I kind of just pitched a bitch about that shit. But looking at it now, belts don't mean shit. But I'm going to get to that in a second. Because basically, Ryan, what you proving is that the belts don't mean shit. The belts don't mean nothing. They don't mean anything. It's all about the cash grab. You don't have to be you could fight a guy and get a check. He don't gotta be the best. He don't even gotta win a belt. He don't have to have a belt, excuse me. He could just be a cash grab. Anytime you got two fighters in a Devin Haney and a Tank Davis sitting there arguing with each other with who make more money, don't nobody give a fuck. Don't nobody give a fuck about who makes more money. Ne'er one of you hoe ass niggas finna fight. Y'all in a hurt fucking business, and ain't none of you hoe ass niggas finna fight each other. Y'all just want to sit there and get Twitter fingers and talk shit to each other, but ain't ne'er one of you bitches finna step in the ring and see each other. But y'all gonna talk about it. All you motherfuckers know how to talk about is what's in your pockets. But you all ain't accomplished shit. Y'all milking the sport for money, not for accolades. Y'all milking the sport, discrediting, dishonoring the sport for your own personal pleasure. It ain't even about boxing no more. It's about your image. It's about you trying to make yourself look bigger than what you are via whether it's on Twitter or any form of social media. You boxers are bitches. 80 to 90% of you boxers are bitches. I don't care if you can fight. None of y'all got the balls to do it. None of you. None of you. Terrence Crawford, you need to grab your nuts and say, fuck these motherfuckers. You need to expose the game for what it is. Stop being fucking quiet. Because being quiet ain't doing you no fucking favors. But at the same time, you niggas is scared to expose the game because y'all know if y'all expose the shit, oh, that might fuck up your opportunities. Meanwhile, we got cats. This is why I wanted Serge on the panel. Meanwhile, we got cats in MMA fighting on a week's notice. Coming from a whole different organization. Ain't even UFC motherfuckers. Nobody knows shit about these people. Nothing. And these dudes is willing to step up and fight on a week's notice. You motherfuckers don't even train enough to be prepared to fight on a week's notice. You niggas need a whole 7 weeks of camp. Y'all get back because y'all can't get 4 weeks. Y'all get 4 weeks in training camp. That's not enough time. Y'all need 6 or 7 weeks of training camp because you niggas ain't dedicated to the craft. Y'all know how I feel about the craft. Y'all not dedicated to the craft. So y'all only want to take fights when it is for your benefit, when it works for you. You don't want to take a fight that's really going to propel you in the sport. You don't want that. You want these ticky-tack fights. Period. Wilder ain't finna probably fight ever again in boxing. That's why I don't talk about Wilder no more. I done already roasted Wilder's 6'7" shit stain ass. That is the biggest shit stain in sports. Not boxing. In all sports. Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder is the biggest shit stain to ever walk the face of combat sports and all of sports as a whole. Period. Your bitch ass couldn't make it in basketball. Your hoe ass for damn sure couldn't make it in football because you can't fucking run. And then you tried to make it in boxing and you ain't do shit in boxing. Nothing. Anytime you had a fight of some real significance, you lose. I've been told y'all that. I've been told y'all that once Wilder fights somebody of some real significance that don't give no fucks about his punching power, that don't care, they gonna come at him with some shit, he ain't gonna know what to do. He gonna lose. What happened? He lost. Then Glovegate came, all that bullshit. This is what I want to know. All you niggas, Young Pharaoh, fuck your little dreadhead bitch ass. Fuck Young Pharaoh. Fuck all you motherfuckers that came with that whole Glovegate narrative bullshit saying Tyson Fury cheated. Hey, bitch, what did the doctor say when Wilder went to the hospital after the Tyson Fury fight, bitch? What did he say? What they say? What they say? You tell me. You tell me. Since y'all coming up with all this foolery afterwards, when Wilder went, because he was reported via ESPN that after the Tyson Fury fight, Deontay Wilder reportedly went to the hospital and was in the hospital. So, what did the doctor say when that whole ass nigga came home from the doctor that day? Let me further know. Anybody, I'm going to tell you right now, D. Hodges, anybody could do that now. That's not special no more. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the accolades you giving Wilder or anybody would give Wilder at this juncture, in this time, anybody that could punch, anybody that get the right promotion or the right type of people around him in a sense to push him in that way can't do that. Wilder has not beat nobody out of those 10 title defenses. How many of those fights were significant fights? Wilder has only been in 2 fights out of 40. Wilder has only been in 2 fights his whole career, okay? And that's when Luis Ortiz, the first one, when he caught him and he rocked him, had him out on his feet. That was the first time he actually faced some sense of adversity, no lie. And when he fought Tyson Fury. So out of the 2 times Wilder has been in an actual fight, he only won 1. And that was honestly because the guy didn't have the gas. Now, I don't want to take nothing away from the win. The win is a win. But either way, he's only been in 2 real fights his whole career. He ain't fought nobody, no real motherfuckers. In them 10 title defenses, you could say 2 of them. 2 of them. And some could just argue and say 1. But I'm gonna give Wilder some credit because I talk a lot of shit about Wilder. But I'm gonna give him some credit and say 2. Out of all 40 of his motherfuckers, 2 of the motherfuckers was decent. But aside from that, fuck Wilder. Fuck Wilder. Another thing y'all take out of account when Wilder is knocking his opponents out, a lot of these dudes is fatigue. If Wilder got so much punching power, why does most of his fights end late? If Wilder is such a great knockout artist, why does he have more so-called knockouts, TKOs from round 6 to 12? He has more mind you, Wilder don't start early. He starts late. So what that tell you? You're tired. You're worn down. The one thing I give Wilder is he got heart. He got a decent heart. I wouldn't say he got a chin because he ain't fought no real puncher. He ain't fought no real raw puncher. Yeah, he did. So it is what it is. But what I'm saying is these fighters are manipulating the boxing game. Manipulating it. These sanctioning bodies, y'all with the shit too. Fuck all you motherfuckers, especially the WBC motherfuckers. Because all y'all trying to do is get a cash grab too. All these goddamn belts. All these belts, Marsilio Sulaiman. All these fucking belts. Are you serious? Are you fucking kidding me? You got a belt for every time somebody wipe they fucking ass. And you already know that it's going to be sanctioning fees for every belt. Every belt you see, it's a check got to get cut. For whatever sanctioning body that is. If you are going for a belt in boxing, you going to have to cut the check. IBF, WBO, IBF, WBC, WBA, whatever belt you gonna have to cut a check. And these motherfuckers then got so smooth with it, they got regulars, interims. You know what I'm saying? What's the other one? They got a regular, interim, WBC got the diamond, they got the silver. They got all these different unnecessary belts that don't mean nothing. So when you see dudes becoming champions, it's easy to be a champion in the sport of boxing. It's easy. I could win an interim belt or I could win a regular belt. Now I'm a 2-time champion. I ain't did shit. I fought some cool C-level, B-level dudes. But I get this WBC diamond belt or I get this WBA regular belt. Now I'm a 2-time champion. 2-time champion. It don't really mean shit. It don't mean nothing because if it gives me in position to fight for a world title, I'm not going to exercise that right for that world title if it's a dude at world title level that I feel like I can't beat or my team feel like it's not time yet. But when is the time? When is it time? When? Because the way they used to do it, you knew it was time based on, like the Luke Campbell fight back in the day, he'd be fighting Devin Haney right now. Wouldn't be no Tank Davis talk. Ryan Garcia be fighting Devin Haney right now. That's what will be happening. It wouldn't be no talking about it or they mandating it or they saying that it's supposed to happen. No, it would be on. They'd be already saying that the fight is finna happen where in the venue and all that shit. Now, it ain't that. They're not doing that shit no more. They with that bullshit now. They with the foolery. So now, with the way they doing the game now, you could win a belt. You could be the regular champ. You could be the interim champ. You could be next in line for the world title. But, I could fight Devin Haney, be a world champion. Or, and I don't know. I'm going to get some money, but I don't know. But I could fight Tank. People going to remember me fighting Tank. That's a legacy fight. And I'm going to get paid. Yeah. I fight Tank for the legacy. How the fuck is a Tank Davis fight a legacy fight for you, Ryan? Was Leo Santa Cruz a legacy fight for Tank? I'm just saying. Was Leo Santa Cruz a legacy fight for Tank? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I really don't. Leo Santa Cruz was just to keep Tank active. And Leo Santa Cruz put them tips on Tank like a motherfucker. Ryan, you want some sucker shit. You don't want to be great in boxing. You want the fame from boxing. That's what you fighters want. Y'all don't want to be great. So when you hear Ryan Garcia say he want to be great, he lying. If you want to be great, you fight Devin Haney to put you in a position to fight Teofimo Lopez. You beat Teofimo Lopez. You are officially a great fighter in the sport of boxing because you fought all the top dudes at your weight class, all top opposition at your weight class, and you beat them. That's how you be great. That's what's going to get you remembered. Beating Tank Davis is not a legacy fight, bro. It's not. It's a money fight. It's not a legacy fight. It's not. Because Tank Davis ain't, you fight at 135 pounds. Tank Davis ain't did shit at 135 pounds. Tank Davis has had one fight at 135, and his power is in question at 135. It is not really that great at 135. He's better at 130 pounds. And if that, and that is true too. If that was Tank Davis instead of Luke Campbell, I think Ryan would have got slept. Because I think what Ryan gonna do with Tank, he gonna try to smother him. He gonna try to walk him down, and Tank gonna angle off. Bah! I'm telling y'all, I've said it before. I'm gonna say it again. Ryan Garcia is the Mexican Amir Khan 2.0. He's fast. He just got more pop than Amir Khan. But he fast. He got a little pop to him. But when you touch that man's chin, I'm telling you, when you touch Ryan's chin, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. Ryan don't got a chin. He don't. He don't. Tell you something about them pretty boy niggas. He ain't got no chin, bro. So when Luke Campbell said for a pretty boy, you can take a punch. Nigga, you didn't even hit him hard. You love tapped him. You literally, he came forward and you just threw the left and he caught it, ran right into it, flash knocked down. Oh shit, I got knocked down. Ryan wasn't hurt. He wasn't stunned. Wasn't nothing like that. He got caught, knocked off balance. Failed, got put on his ass, sat there, thought about it like, motherfucker knocked me down. Now I gotta get him. But was he hurt? Did he really face some adversity in the fight? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Luke Campbell was there to pick up a check. He never angled off. If you look at Luke Campbell fight Lomachenko and Jorge Linares, totally different fights. I think Luke Campbell put his last hoorah effort when he fought Loma. And I believe what Mark was saying. I think Luke Campbell was there to pick up a check. Real talk. Let me check these comments. What's up, Tim Ryan? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Pope had a WBC belt. And I'm sure the Pope paid for that shit too. As soon as that, yep. Is there anything Ryan can do with Tank? Yeah. I'm not saying that Ryan could not beat Tank like ever. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is the mistakes that Ryan make when Tank capitalizes on them, going to sleep. He's going to sleep. It's certain mistakes that he cannot make with Tank Davis that he made with Luke Campbell. And it's just the same. It's in vice versa. It's some mistakes that Tank Davis made with Leo Santa Cruz he can't make with Ryan Garcia. He has to literally fight a counter fight with Ryan. I wouldn't go punch for punch with Ryan. Ryan is more offensive. You know what I'm saying? Ryan is more of an offensive minded guy. He don't got no defense. Tank can play defense if he want to, but that's not Tank Davis' game. Tank Davis is an offensive minded guy as well. He want to get off. You know what I mean? But I think if Tank play a defensive type of fight and counters Ryan, because you got to think, if you go into a smart, Ryan won't shoot Tank. You ain't never called out Ryan. You ain't never tripped on Ryan. And you got to think, I honestly think if the fight were to go to the cards, it would be Tank. that would get the W, depending on what Tank do in the fight. But I do think that Ryan could outwork Tank. I don't think Tank got the gas to outwork Ryan Garcia. I think Ryan Garcia, he could put them tips on him. He can put up a good work rate on him. But I don't think Tank will be able to match him punch for punch the whole fight through. What I think might help Tank is, like I said, Tank's punching power. Because I know he hit harder than Luke Campbell. And I'm telling you, when Ryan feel that shit for the first time, he's going to be like, oh, okay. Maybe I over my head a little bit. But that's what I'm thinking it's going to be. I think Ryan might take it to Tank at first. But once Tank crack Ryan the first time, that's when it's going to be a fight, people. That's when it's going to be a fight. That's when I say that. It's a couple of other things I got to touch, too. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm finna cook, man. It's so much going on. That's just unbelievable in the sport of boxing. You got Eddie Hearn talking about he wanted to get rid of all the belts. Well, I wouldn't say he's talking about getting rid of all the belts, but he was talking about how, he did. He said we could vacate all the belts because all the sanction fees and all that. But look, though, Eddie, you knew all that. Eddie, this ain't new. You knew it was a lot of sanction fees. You knew that that's what went into this shit. You knew Anthony Joshua wanted to get all the belts. You knew that. And you also knew, or you felt in a sense, that Wilder was going to do everything in his power to not relinquish that belt, to not get him to put you or Joshua in a position to where y'all would get that belt. Because at the end of the day, PBC got to be in control. If PBC not in control, you ain't getting shit. Period. And even if you think you're giving PBC all the rights and the range to do whatever it is they want to do, they will never fight a fight where they know they're going to lose. They're not going to do it. If Anthony Joshua and Wilder were to fight, it's because they literally got a plan B. They literally got something set up to where, okay, yeah, Wilder, you can lose. We got this. So we ain't tripping on you losing or you losing that belt because, hey, you can have that and we gonna control this. So as long as we can control this narrative over here, we don't care about this narrative because we got this and this is going to be bigger than what we was doing over here with you. So until they got something like that going on, they're going to hold on to whatever it is, whatever power that they have. They're going to hold that shit to the death of them. Period. That's why they was holding on to that fucking WBC belt with Wilder so tough. But I'm finna read this article. That I saw that was just like crazy. Just fucking nuts, bro. Fucking nuts. And then, and Chris Eubank Jr., you on some bullshit too, Chris. Because you was doing all that Charlo talk. Now you finna fight Gennady Golovkin. And they finna try to sell that because you had won the IBO and Gennady Golovkin got the IBO and all that bullshit. So y'all finna try to sell two IBO world champions or going head to head and all that shit. And really all they finna do is use Chris Eubank Jr.'s name as a means to promote Gennady Golovkin to say that Chris Eubank Jr. is a name. And what has Chris Eubank Jr. won? Nothing. I respect the IBO. You motherfuckers don't. So to the major boxing fans in the world, y'all don't respect the IBO, so it really don't matter. But what's up with the folk? He already know what it is. What's up with the folk? What's up with my bruh? That's my guy. Subscribe to him. Follow me on Instagram, bro. Follow him on Instagram. What's up, Mondo? For sure. Shout out to the Playback Gang. For sure. Eubank not gonna beat Triple G. Eubank ain't gonna beat Triple G. Eubank gonna get stopped. He gonna put up a tough fight because he don't want to go out like no punk in front of his daddy and all his fans and shit. But Eubank gonna get stopped. They gonna stop that. Eubank ain't finna do shit with Triple G. Nothing. Nothing. And they're gonna use Eubank to say like, oh, he fought a top guy. Eubank ain't no top motherfucker. What top motherfuckers he be? Wasn't he in there with Billy? The biggest name that Eubank has been in there with is Billy Joe Saunders. That's the biggest name he's been in there with. How do you beat Triple G? You box him. You box him. Use your head movement. If Canelo wouldn't have been playing with Triple G the first fight, he could have beat him easily. Easily. Just box him. He could use that pressure all he wants to. Use the pressure against him. He coming forward. I already know you coming forward, Gennady. You coming forward. Come forward. Fuck it. Pop. Pop. Okay, I'm gonna take that jab. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Pop. Put some in the bread basket. Put some in the bread basket. Fake up top. Pop. Put another one in the bread basket. Another one in the bread basket. Angle off. Shoot the uppercut. Uppercut left hook. Pop. Keep the jab on him. Pop. Right hand to the bread basket. Keep the jab. Keep the jab on him. Keep the jab on him. Feigning. Move. Slip. Boom. He's coming forward. Coming forward. Angle off. Left hook. Right hand. Jab. Jab. Bread basket. Like, that's how I would do him. That's how I would do him. I want to keep him away from me. And every time he get close or he get within range, I'm going to hit him with something. And I don't care if he taking it. You can eat that shit all night long. I'm just like my boy 1-2 Kid always say, shit, if he hungry and he eating it, well, shit, I'm going to just give him some more on his plate. So if you willing to eat this shit, well, then fuck it then. Fuck it. We just going to eat. Boop, boop, boop. Bread basket, slip, turning, right hand, left hook, jabbing. Keep moving, jab to the bottom. Like, it's, you know, it's like, that's what I would do. You know what I mean? And everybody says it's easy. It's like, bro, I saw Canelo do the same shit. You know what I mean? Canelo did the same thing. Same thing. Except he was playing too much. He wasn't throwing. He was sitting there doing all that shit. And it's like, bro, stop playing. Get him out of there. Stop playing. Get him out of there. So everybody want to say somebody ducked, somebody did this. Only time I think Triple G ducked some shit, I think he ducked Jamal. And I think he ducked Andre Ward. That's what I think as far as Triple G ducking somebody. I know he ducked that Ward smoke, though. I know he didn't want no parts of Andre. None. So, what about Jamal? Jamal, easy. Jamal is easier to fight than Triple G. Because you could frustrate Jamal. You could get up here with him. All you got to do is make Jamal look silly. He gonna get mad. Triple G don't have that issue. He's more composed. You're not gonna frustrate him like that. You gotta really, you know what I'm saying? With Jamal, you could get in his head, just do little shit, hit him in the body, make him miss, lick your tongue. Like, you could fuck with Jamal. You could piss him off and get him doing wild shit. Boom, boom. But now you countering him and shit. Jamal, easy. He easy. If you know what you're doing, he easy. He really is easy work. He don't got nothing special. He just got decent speed and he hit hard. And he could take a punch. You know what I mean? He ain't no punk. You know what I mean? But, and that's the thing. Everybody say, a lot of people say Canelo's a duck, right? Because he didn't fight this guy, that guy. And the dudes that he did fight, you could say, were not of the caliber of the dudes he was supposed to fight, in some people's opinion. But he still, at the end of the day, Canelo wants to be accomplished as a boxer. You know what I mean? So he's fighting, regardless of who the champion may be, he is fighting champion after champion after champion, and he's moving up in weight classes to do it. Now, against certain oppositions like the Rocky Fieldings and the washed up old Kovalev, I'm not really too sold on those fights personally. But you call him a great duck, But I promise you, if it was Wilder that moved up from cruiserweight up to heavyweight, you wouldn't say that shit. If it was Wilder that moved up from light heavyweight all the way up to heavyweight and he did the same type of shit, y'all would say Wilder is the greatest boxer ever. That's why I don't like when y'all say shit about certain fighters, because y'all don't have that same energy for everybody. If it was Errol Spence that went from 47 all the way up to 160 pounds and he did the same shit that Canelo did, y'all wouldn't say that shit. Y'all would not say that. Y'all would not have that energy. But because it's Canelo, or because it's Anthony Joshua, or because it's whatever fighter, or Terrence Crawford, whatever, or Lomachenko, whatever fighter that you don't like, is not cool when they do it. You know what I'm saying? Because when Floyd Mayweather was doing this Canelo shit, oh, man. Floyd is the best ever. No one could see Floyd. All the shit. Boom, boom, blah, blah, boom, blam. Right? Now, Canelo, who learned this, what he's doing right now, who the fuck you think he learned it from? Himself? Who you think he learned it from? Oscar? No. He learned it from pretty boy Money motherfucking Mayweather. That's who he learned how to play this game from. Period. What fight in boxing is bigger than a Canelo fight? A Canelo fight is an event, Leonard Ellaby. Ain't no Tank Davis fight, no fucking event. Tank Davis ain't did shit. I could go outside right now and say, hey, you know who Tank Davis is? Nope. I go to the store. It's nothing but niggas. Y'all know who Tank Davis is? And he fight MMA? Don't nobody know who Tank Davis is like y'all think y'all do. In Baltimore, maybe on the East Coast, he got that East Coast fame, but he ain't globally known like that. He ain't globally known like that. So I could go outside and say, y'all know who Deontay Wilder is? Now it's a few people that might be like, y'all know, ain't he the dude that fought Tyson Fury? Now Wilder is the guy that got his ass beat by Fury. Do y'all understand that? Go outside and ask people, you know who Deontay Wilder is? You know what most people gonna say now? Ain't he the dude that got beat up by that white dude, that white boy? Not the guy that defended his belt 10 times and knocked. No. He's not going to be remembered for that. Deontay Wilder will be remembered as the guy that got his ass beat by the fucking Gypsy King. That's how his career gonna go down. He's gonna go down as the guy that got his ass beat by the Gypsy King. That's what the last thing you did is what's gonna stay in motherfuckers' minds, bro. Who fights more often in boxing, Canelo or everybody else? Who's trying to stay more active in boxing? Who? PBC fighters don't fight that often. They fight maybe once or twice a year. Top-ranked fighters only fight once or twice a year. The zone fighters only fight maybe once or twice a year. He is, Toby. That's actually true. That's not even like really just an opinion. That's actually true. He's created more fame for himself based on losing to Fury, making up all those excuses. He's built a lot of fame off of that shit, and he'll be infamous for that. He's very infamous for that shit. So, what was the lie? What was the lie, OBZ? I need to know what the lie was. Because I don't feel he lied about anything. I just feel like Bob back is against the wall, and now he's got to like get some shit in order. Because Bob's shit stank too. And correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm gonna go back to what I was saying. Bob said he offered Sean Porter $1 million. Not, I'm gonna pay you $1 million. That's gonna be your pay, and you gonna end up walking away with like $700,000 or $600,000. No, he said in an article, $1 million guaranteed. That means you walk away with $1 million. I'll give you $1 million guaranteed. That means I'm walking away with $1 million. not million, and then you got to pay these people and pay that people. Bob know better. So Sean, you on some bullshit. Who wants to turn down a quick $1 million for a title fight? You got $2 million. They offered you $2 million, so I know you didn't walk away with $2 million for Errol Spence. I know you didn't. So I know you probably walked away with like maybe 1.2. So you won't take a guaranteed $1 million as a non-champion in the title fight when you barely got $1 million. When you did that like that, that don't make sense to me. Sean Porter ducking that Crawford smoke. Don't want it. Fuck Young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh said that fake punk bitch shit talking about he finna pull up a case on Wild on Fury, send me donations because I'm finna put up a case on him. Young Pharaoh, you a bitch, bro. Like real rap, bro. You a bitch ass dreadhead punk dick and a booty ass nigga, bro. You really playing the black people. You really playing the black community talking about you gonna do this, you gonna do this, you gonna do that, and you playing people. And what make it worse, people actually follow your hoe ass. Young Pharaoh is the biggest bitch and manipulator in the black community on YouTube. Because you sat up there and said you was going to do all this and create this lawsuit and you need donations for a lawyer and all that shit. And motherfuckers was sending your hoe ass donations. Where the motherfucking case at, bitch? Where the case at? Where the case at, Pharaoh? Oh, I forgot. You a bitch nigga. You don't do real shit. You know it was all bullshit and you was just trying to clout chase the situation. Young Pharaoh is a bitch, bro. Talk good, talk fast, be a bitch. Straight up. I don't fuck with niggas like that. You leeching motherfuckers out the black community. You playing people because you could talk good. And that's something that black people always fall for. All we need is a brother that could talk good and present himself well, and we follow him because we think he... No. Young Pharaoh is a hoe ass nigga that hide behind his computer, hide behind his YouTube. The motherfucker got money. Don't knock that. Don't knock a nigga hustle about him having money. But you using and manipulating your own people to come up, you a snake. And you a disgrace to the black community because you using your people to come up. You ain't so-called saying you getting on these white motherfuckers. You ain't doing that. You using your platform to bamboozle and hoodwink your own people, your own African-American people for your own benefit. And you ain't doing shit for the black community whatsoever. All you doing is taking from the community for your own selfish reasons. You ain't doing shit with your punk ass fake conscious or movement, all that shit. Because ain't none of you niggas is woke. None of you niggas. Because if y'all was really woke, y'all wouldn't even follow Pharaoh because y'all know he playing y'all. Y'all should have knew when he was posting up little trinkets talking about it was his site and it was an old African site. That was an African brand that he was promoting as his own, trying to get money for himself. And you stupid motherfuckers actually paid that nigga. Young Pharaoh is a bitch and he's a disgrace to the black community, bro, as a whole. He's using his platform to bamboozle black people for his own agenda, bro. And the LDBC niggas is supportive of that shit right behind his whole ass. Why you think I say fuck them niggas? Because they're pushing an agenda and fucking it over and throwing the wool over the black community's faces. Throwing the veil over the black community. And ain't none of them doing nothing for the black community. None of them. But they talking about pro-black, and ain't doing shit for the African-American community. Nothing. They're taking your dollar and putting it in their pocket. They're not taking that dollar and going to the community, putting up basketball courts, putting up rec centers, and they're not doing that. They'll tell you they want to do it. They'll tell you that's what their goal is. But you look at their Instagrams and their Twitters, ain't nothing about them says that they really finna do something for the black community. To me, they ain't no better than fucking Dr. Umar. Another motherfucker who just wants to leech off the black community, using his authenticity of his articulation and bamboozling black people and ain't doing shit for the black community. Nothing. It don't take fucking 5 years, 10 years to put up a school, and you got motherfuckers who just now started talking about putting up a school about a year or two ago, and they got a whole school that's rolling and popping. Unfortunately, due to COVID, they can't, enroll nobody, but there are people that don't have the platform of a Dr. Umar, don't have, in a sense, the money of a Dr. Umar, yet and still they got a whole school going already. And all the excuses that he making of this, and he don't want no funding from this person, they didn't get that. They did it their own way, just like you saying you trying to do. They did that shit. And then when you try to come to him and say, hey, we can give you some advice and we can help you out, motherfucker don't want no help. You know why? Because he ain't really doing that shit. What motherfucker don't want help from a motherfucker that's already doing it or did it? How would you not want help from somebody who's already done or is actually doing what you trying to do? And don't even want nothing. Genuinely just want to help you out, bro. You don't want that. You too good for that help. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. They not pro-black. They pro-donations. And Young Pharaoh bitch ass is on that shit too. That's why I was like, okay, but watch him. And said, hey, bro, you are manipulating black people. You and that motherfucker, Grandmaster Jay with that infect shit. You manipulating black people to do dumb shit to push your own agenda. You don't give a fuck about the black community. You don't care. You don't. You preying on our insecurities and our weaknesses and all that to promote your own agenda. That's all the LDBC do, and that's all Young Pharaoh do. That's all Infect do. They just promoting their own agenda, and they using the ignorance of black people to do it. Because nobody in the black community is finna benefit nothing from none of these motherfuckers. Ain't none of them giving back. They all taking. And ain't none of them gonna do shit to make the community better. But back to boxing, what I was saying pertaining to the belts and Eddie Hearn, what I really, really think is I think Eddie tired, man. I think he's really tired of pushing this undisputed shit. I think he's really, really tired of that, man. It's sad to see because Eddie's been pushing for this undisputed shit for the longest, and it's crazy that now he's kind of like pulling back, and he's like, you know what? We just want to see the best fight the best. We really just want to see Joshua Fury. We don't even care about all the belts. We don't. Let's be real, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all don't care about the belts. Y'all just want to see the fight. Y'all don't care about Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury fighting for all the marbles. What y'all really care about is seeing the two fight. That's it. It don't matter. Boxing don't matter. And that's what's upsetting to me. And that's why I'm here. And that's why I'm going to be here. Because to y'all, boxing don't matter. The money is what matters. These fighters fighting each other and all that, that's what matters. But boxing, it don't matter. That's like saying making the playoffs matter. Getting that $100 million check, that's what matters. But winning that ring, please, anybody could win a ring. Care about the ring. I want the bag. I got 5 Super Bowls, man. I got a $300 million deal, biggest fucking deal in NFL or NBA history. They're gonna compare all the checks to me, man. Only me, man. I'm the money man. You don't got no championships, though. You're not gonna go down as an all-time great. I don't care. I got the most money. You're gonna always say my name as far as money is concerned. Everything is about money, Lo. It's all about money. Everything. Everything is about money. It's not about really being great in boxing. Boxing is still the Wild Wild West. These dudes do not want to be the best boxer. They want to have the most money. So in my personal, humble opinion, most of, if not all, they bitches. They sit there and say, these fighters aren't afraid to fight everybody. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They've been trained and conditioned to keep that O And they believe that O is what's going to solidify them in boxing. That's what's going to keep them relevant. It's maintaining that undefeated record. When it's the hurt business, wins and losses is a part of the game. It's all a part of the game. But let these fighters, these promoters, and all these other people tell it, it's not. It's the money. We need the money. Y'all can have the belts. Even Floyd said it. I don't care about being the best boxer. He cares about being the smartest. So why would you put a guy that says I don't care about being the best boxer as your top 5 all time? When you put him at your top 5 all time, I'm telling you right now, Floyd don't even care about that. You think he care about Muhammad Ali for real? You think he care about Sugar Ray Robinson? Do you think they care about? Do you think he cares about? Floyd don't care about nobody but him. He don't care about what Ali did. He don't care. Floyd, you're not better than Ali. You're not. You know what I'm saying? You're not better than him. He did way more for the sport than you. He did way more for black people than you. But obviously, you don't care about that. So imagine if you came up in that era where you had to deal with all those type of racists and all type of racism and being looked at a certain way because of the color of your skin, and them taking away your license because you stood up for the rights for black people, and you wasn't finna go overseas and fight another man's war who you knew was unnecessary, and it was ignorant for us to go over there and fight that war because we didn't have no business over and fucking up. But you wouldn't have took that stance. You probably would have bitched up and took your ass over there. Or you probably would just sat your ass in jail and never boxed again because all you care about is getting to the bag. Everybody is afraid of losing, bro. Everybody is afraid of losing. Even Tank Davis said it in an interview with Mike Tyson. When Mike Tyson said, I had over 100 some odd fights. And Tank Davis said, wow, we ain't built like that. This is Tank Davis saying that. We not built like that. So what they tell you? Tank Davis is a pussy too. He don't want to fight nobody that's really a dog. He's not going to fight. A bully will never fight another bully, bro. Never. Why do y'all keep asking me that shit? Why you keep asking me that shit, 06? You came to my live stream and said that fuck shit. Am I still beefing with them niggas? First of all, fuck them niggas. No disrespect, D-Hodges. But fuck them niggas. I don't fuck with them. It ain't about beef. I don't fuck with them. I don't fuck with fraudulent motherfuckers. I don't fuck with niggas that want to push a narrative to basically lie to people and they push that lie. I don't fuck with niggas that compromise their integrity for the dollar. I do this for the honor. Why do y'all come here? My thing is, why do y'all come here? That's my thing. Why do y'all come here? Even it's like when I'm not talking about, I'm not even saying shit about them niggas. Why do y'all come here? What do you want? I believe that shit when I see it, bro. What do you want, 06? Because as far as I'm concerned, I don't fuck with them niggas. It's not a beef. I don't fuck with them. Fuck them niggas. I don't fuck with near one of them. I don't fuck with liars. I really don't. What's up, Fight News? What's going on with you? Notorious! It's my guy. Where have you been? This a day oneer, bruh. That's a day oneer right there. It's a day oneer. So if you, okay, for this, I will put your comment up. Let me tell you something. If you come for knowledge, right? If you come to learn some shit pertaining to boxing, why would you bring up them niggas? If you're coming for that, they don't have nothing to do with what you coming here for. You feel what I'm saying? So if you gonna come here and that's the first thing you fucking ask me, what is that gonna lead me to think about you? Because based on this comment right here, that what you said didn't have shit to do with really what you here for. If you here to pick up on some game and learn some shit, cool, slide on in, no problem. But don't ask me about these niggas. You follow these niggas, that's you. That's your thing. I don't follow liars. I don't follow narrative pushers. Okay? I don't follow people that compromise their honor for $1. I don't do it. I don't fuck with people who compromise the integrity of their channel or African American people as a whole for a fucking $1. That's not how I move. I don't rock with none of that shit. Period. I'm not with the narratives. I'm with real boxing talk. And if you don't push the narrative, or if you going against the narrative, I ain't got time to be getting called everything but what mama named me, because I'm actually finna come with some honest conversation. And they really don't want to have boxing talk. They want to have narrative talk. I'm not for that. Now, if you cool with that, if they talking your talk, go on over there. Do your thing. God bless you. But we don't do that over here. You're more than welcome to come through and holler at your boy. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. But as far as those dudes that represent those 4 letters, it is what it is. It's a lot of channels that I don't really fuck with, though. So, yeah, that's all I'm saying. 06, you know what I'm saying? You want to come through. I'm not finna sit there and bash them. I done bashed them niggas enough. You feel me? I'm not the LDBC basher. I'm not that dude. I just don't like them niggas. I don't fuck with that shit. I don't fuck with ego. I'm starting to be cool with, you know what I mean? I haven't spoken to him, but Deontay, I'm kind of like, okay. Deontay, he will speak up if shit get too much, but Deontay be on some bullshit too. But at the same time, if he see like, okay, this is just too much, he will be like, all right. I already told y'all how I would fight Canelo. I would bait the fuck out of Canelo. I just bait him. I know what Canelo want to do, and I'm going to the body. I'm going to the body on Canelo. I'm not gonna hit her Canelo. I'm gonna let him do all that little shit, all he want to, and all I'm gonna do is just wait, because I know he want to throw a hard counter, and that's what I'm gonna wait for. I'm gonna feint him, and as soon as he throw that hard left hook, duck under, right hand to the body, left hook to the chest. I'm gonna come to the side, right hand to the body, and I'm gonna throw the left hand right here to the chest, because he's already gonna be low. So eventually, I'm gonna clip him. I'm gonna clip him. I promise you, I'm gonna clip him. Hold on a second. All right, I'm back. Man, people hate on Canelo. They don't really like Canelo because I think because he's Mexican. I really think they don't like him because he's Mexican. Because like I said before, if that was Errol Spence or if that was Deontay Wilder doing the same shit that Canelo was doing, y'all be praising them motherfuckers like they're the second coming of Jesus. Y'all really would. It wouldn't matter. It really wouldn't. That's the sad part. That's why I be getting at people for when they say little shit like, he did this, he did that. And it's like, okay, who your favorite dude? Who your favorite fighter? My favorite fighter is Anthony Joshua. Or my favorite fighter is Terrence Crawford. My favorite fighter is Errol Spence. My favorite fighter is Keith Thurman. My favorite fighter is Manny Pacquiao. And if any one of your favorite fighters, because you biased towards your favorite fighter, if any one of your favorite fighters was doing the same shit, you'll be saying they're the greatest and all that shit. I don't want to hear that. Good comment, Fight News. Shout out Fight News. Says when Sugar Ray Leonard was ducking Tommy Hearns and he fought Duran, he said, I won't fight Tommy until he's on the same level as Duran commercially. The fuckery. And it was, and then also to piggyback off that, when I was on D Jeff live stream, what was it, yesterday? We was talking about how nobody give a fuck about the belts. All of a sudden, like that's new. Man, they've been doing it. Like they said, how you think Lennox Lewis got the WBC belt? How did Lennox Lewis get the WBC belt? Riddick Bowe threw that shit in the fucking garbage. So it's never really been about the belts. It's always been about the people that have held it and the people that are attached to the belts. That's what, in a sense, may give some of these belts significance. But in today's day and age, we are making it to where nobody respects the belt. Like nobody. The belts don't mean nothing. It's like winning the Super Bowl and it's like, so what? It's like getting to the high. Like there is no way. I don't believe in this era. Quote me too. And I'm going to go on the women say this. I don't think we're ever going to see an undisputed champion in this era. A real undisputed champion. It's all going to be smoke and mirrors. I firmly believe that in this era that we are in, we will never see an undisputed champion. We won't see it. And if we do see it, it's probably going to be in a weight class or a division that really isn't covered majorly. Like the bantamweights, flyweights, you know what I'm saying? Maybe even a featherweight. But all the bigger divisions, the lightweights, super lightweights, the welterweights, middleweights on up, I don't think we're going to see. Maybe Jermell. Might see it with Jermell. I think Jermell might be, let me correct myself. I think Jermell might be the only one that may actually be undisputed in this era. I think he's the only person that will actually do it and make it happen. And the reason why I said it is because Jermell is the only person that actually is in a position to where that fight will actually happen for him to be undisputed. So what I believe it, the belts we won't see. We will never have one champion. There is no one guy. Okay, to explain what One Fly Boy was saying, what does that mean? We're not going to have one guy. You're not going to have that one heavyweight who is the guy. Like, if you want to be the man, you got to beat him. We're not going to have that in the heavyweight division. We're not going to have that in the middleweight division. Okay? The Canelo fight is not a belt fight. Let's be clear. A Canelo fight is not really a belt fight. It's a money fight. It's a money grab. You fight Canelo for the bag. You call out Canelo because you want the bag. You don't want his belts. You don't want his titles. You don't want his accolades. You don't want none of that. You want the political power that Canelo have in boxing. You want the dictation that Canelo has in boxing. You want to be the guy that everybody is gunning for, but at the same time, you dictate the pace of where you want to go and how you want to go. Nobody really can do that except Canelo. The way that it's going, Canelo is like the only person that's doing it. Manny Pacquiao got superstar status, but at the same time, Manny Pacquiao don't really dictate the way his career go the way that Canelo do. Maybe he did at a time, but here and now, Canelo dictates everything. Everything. Anthony Joshua is in more of a conundrum because he can say he dictate, but at the same time, you got a dude that has the same amount of political power as you, and Tyson Fury. And Tyson Fury could dictate now. Wilder can't dictate shit no more. All he can do is hide behind the camera and talk shit. But Fury and Joshua, politically wise, they're dictating the heavyweight division. And honestly, Fury ain't in no hurry to fight Joshua. He not. He is not in no hurry to fight Joshua. He's trying to draw that out for as long as he can. It's just what it is. I don't see Fury fighting Wilder a third time. I just feel like that's a waste of fucking time. There's no reason for that fight to fucking happen. If Wilder really wanted that fight, they'd have fought in December. I don't want to hear they want to fight in front of fans when your contract expires. If you felt like that, why you ain't been say that? Why you ain't been say that? You want to say that now? Oh, the contract is. Oh, we want to fight in front of fans. That shit ain't new. You been wanting to fight in front of fans when they pushed the fight back when COVID hit. You could have said that shit right there in the summertime when they said COVID hit. We pushing the fight to December, and all you had to say is, "Well, we want to fight in front of fans, and if we don't get the fight in front of fans, we're going to push the fight to 2021." So, basically, Everything Shelly Finkel and Wilder has been saying, they lying. They are lying. Straight up. If Shelly Finkel knew and had the power to do whatever it is he wanted to do, trust me, he'd have been did it. Saunders is ducking everybody that got a pulse, heartbeat, period. I ain't gonna even get on Billy Ho. Fuck Billy Ho Saunders, because every time he gets a position to fight a top caliber opponent, he gets caught off the juice or he starts slapping hoes and shit, doing dumb shit that he know is stupid, that he ain't got no fucking business doing before a fight. But then you put him in there with Martin Murray. Oh, his camp is great, and then he's doing all these great things all of a sudden. But when you get in these big opposition fights, you ain't doing that shit. Same bullshit with fucking Khalid Plant. He on some whole ass shit too. Whole ass shit. Knowing good and hell well he ain't gonna beat no David Benavidez. He can't beat him. He don't got the chin. He don't got the heart to push through to fight a Benavidez. Benavidez is too big. He too strong. I'm gonna fuck his ass up. Because Benavidez is a big fucking 168-pound dude. Hell, Khalid Plant, if he'd be draining himself, but I think Khalid Plant could go down to 160 and do some shit. 68, And for you to say that Uzukai was the fucking boogeyman of the division, bullshit. What has Uzukai has done since he's fought your whole ass? Not a motherfucking thing. I don't think a boogeyman would not be doing shit after he fought you. I think after he was a boogeyman, he'd have fought you, took the L, came back, and started knocking bitches the fuck out. That didn't happen. Uzukai ain't no goddamn boogeyman. He might have been a boogeyman fighting your ass because he had you on Wobble Street consistently. He had your face all lumped up and beat the fuck up and bruised up. He might have been the boogeyman for you. But as far as being the boogeyman for the 68 division, the motherfucker that's the boogeyman, you ain't fucking with him. You ain't trying to have no parts of Benavidez whatsoever. The only thing I said in your defense, Khalid, was when Benavidez's daddy said some shit about your daughter, who is no longer with us. And I got 3 of the motherfuckers. So I'll be damned if I'm going to let anybody disrespect somebody's deceased child. And I got 3 of them. That's disrespectful. But as far as you on some fighting shit, oh yeah. You ain't finna fight no Benavidez. You ain't finna bust a grape at a fruit fight. You ain't finna crack an egg at breakfast. You damn near ain't finna catch a cold barefoot in Alaska. You ain't finna do shit. You fought Mike Lee, who came down from 175. That motherfucker ain't even did shit at 175. And you making this dude out to be more than what he is. Khalid, shut your whole piss color white ass the fuck up. Take that shit back to Tallahassee. Or Tennessee, excuse me. Take that shit back to Tennessee. I don't want to see or hear that shit. You bullshitting. You bullshitting. Because when you said that whole ass shit, oh, is he a mandatory? He's a champ at the time. WBC champ. And you was talking big, bold, tough in interviews. But when you get around a nigga, oh yeah, man, we're the best. This is the best offensive fighter at 168 pounds. I'm the best defensive fighter at 168 pounds. You know what I'm saying? I know you want to fight me. Do you think I want to fight you? You will never ask no other fighter, do you think I want to fight you, if you really want to fight him. If you really wanted to fight him, Khalid, you would have said right here to his face, bro, I want to see you. I know you want to fight me. I want to fight you. I want to get it on. You would have had that energy. Not no, well, do you think I want to fight you? Do you think? No, you wouldn't have said that shit. Shout out to my boy 2 Hands Up for the vid, man. Subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to Mr. 2 Hands Up, go subscribe to 2 Hands Up. He got a video on Khalid Plant right now, speaking upon the bullshit Khalid Plant was doing with with David Benavidez. He was speaking on all that shit. That's where I got most of the information pertaining to Khalid Plant and this David Benavidez situation. So please go watch that video on Khalid Plant on 2 Hands Up channel. He got a video about that right now. Shout out to my boy Deuce, man. NBBC, man. Reaper Gang. So, but Finkel still vouching for Wilder. Finkel had vouched for Wilder recently and saying that the contract was not expired. So he might have left Wilder based on what you're saying, Tenrai. He's saying that Tenrai says Finkel left Wilder. And he might have left Wilder, but he's still advocating. He's still vouching for Wilder in interviews. I've seen an article of him vouching for Wilder in an article, in an interview. But yeah, Wilder is on some whole shit. Bernard Hopkins says nobody beats Teofimo Lopez at 35. I agree with you, Bernard. I know D. Jefferson is flipping all the time. She's like, yeah, but 40, you reaching. But at 135, I don't think nobody's going to beat Teofimo. Not at 35. I don't think Devin Haney got the pop. He got the skill, but I think Teofimo got the pop. I think that's what's going to separate the two is the pop. I also think a Teofimo and Devin Haney fight is going to be boring as fuck. I don't see that fight being like having fireworks. I see it being very boring. But I do think at 135, Teofimo is the best, and no one will beat Teofimo at 35. I don't see Ryan Garcia don't even want to fight Teofimo. So Ryan Garcia, you for sure don't got the skills to do anything with him at fucking 135 pounds. You too busy calling out 30 pounders. So, I mean, Devin, like I said, there would be a boring fight, and Lomachenko could beat him, but I don't think Teofimo is going to fight him again. I don't think he's going to fight. I don't think he's going to give Lomachenko the opportunity to get a win on him. I don't think he's going to do it. I really don't. I think he's going to fight the smart way and not do that. I really do. Yep. Yeah, you think he's going to fight the smart fight. You get to these comments. So Tank can't beat Teofimo? No, he don't got the pop. Teofimo will keep Tank on the end of his jab and shoot that right hand over the top. And Tank would have to overcommit for his arsenal. What's up, Bria? It would be interesting. It would be, Bria. Real talk, Bria. It would be interesting. But guess what? It don't make sense. Hell of a fight. Hell of a fight. But it don't make sense. That fight don't make sense. I would love to see it. The boxing world would love to see that fight, but it don't make sense to make that fight. That fight is not good for boxing. I'm just telling you what these promoters are pushing. And the Teofimo Gervonta Tank Davis fight does not make sense. The fight don't make sense. It's Shakur Stevenson, based on boxing. I'm telling you something right here, right now. Based on boxing, Teofimo Lopez is not a draw. That's not me. I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you based on boxing politics. Teofimo Lopez is not a draw. Shakur Stevenson is not a draw. So Shakur Stevenson fighting and Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez fighting Gervonta Tank Davis or even Ryan Garcia don't make sense. We went to Tyson Holyfield in 88. Tyson said no, ducked Evander until 91, then went to jail and ducked him until 97 and still lost. Yeah, I heard Kovalev tested. He pissed dirty. I heard that. To who? To who? To who? I believe it could sell, but based on Leonard Ellaby, PBC, and TMT, that fight don't make sense. I'm going to school you on that. Is that a 50-50 fight? Is Tank going to be the A side? Is Tank the draw? Is Teofimo a draw? So based on that, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. It's not a of course, but they won't. They won't low. They're not gonna fight. Cause it don't make sense. Tank is in a lose-lose situation. He ain't gonna be the A side. He's in the upside. He the money man, but he ain't the upside in the situation. It's not going to be it's Tank, your fights are not events. It's not an event. Now, you put Tank and Teal in the ring together, it is an event because of the fighters that are fighting, not because of one motherfucker. That's why that fight don't make sense. Because Tank, little small star status, will not oversee the whole fucking event, the whole card. You're not going to watch that card just to see Tank. Tank and Teofimo Lopez's name together in one sentence, you're not finna say Tank is the bigger guy, the bigger motherfucker. You're not gonna say that. Real boxing fans, Leonard, with your bitch ass, greasy bell pepper nose ass, real boxing fans are not going to say that Tank is the bigger draw or the bigger fighter of a Teofimo Lopez and a Tank Davis fight. If it were to happen, if Teofimo fights Ryan Garcia is the draw, but at the same time, Teofimo Lopez is the most accomplished fighter right now at 135 pounds. He is the man. He has the chips. So you mean to tell me you could be the most accomplished dude at your division and I still got to bow down to this little motherfucker because he got, maybe a couple of 100,000 of people looking at him, but he ain't did shit in the sport? He's not accomplished in the sport, but I gotta bow down my A side to this nigga because he got 1 million followers on Instagram? Not for what he's done in boxing. Not for his accolades and accomplishment in boxing. Not for the brawls and the fights that he put on for the people of the sport of boxing. Because this whole ass nigga can put on a show on his Instagram and he can get 1 million followers. And because of that, he's more of a draw and he should get the A side for that. And beating Luke Campbell. Fuck Leonard. Fuck TMT, y'all on some bitch shit. And I would say that shit to you hoe ass niggas' faces, but y'all niggas hide behind y'all money and your steroid abusing bodyguards. Fuck you niggas. And your hoe ass bodyguards too. Fuck them. Fuck them. Y'all do bitch shit. Straight bitch shit. Floyd, all he do is hide behind his money. The motherfucker can't read, can't write, can't do shit. So since you can't do that, obviously the best thing for you to do is get money. Because Floyd, you can't whoop everybody. Because there's plenty of motherfuckers. That's why your whole ass got bodyguards, because you gonna run into the wrong nigga. I'm one of those niggas. You gonna run into the wrong nigga that ain't gonna care that you Floyd Mayweather. They ain't gonna give a fuck about that, and it's gonna punch you in your shit. Because honestly, Floyd, real shit, real rap, you do need your ass whooped. And I ain't talking about no ring shit. You need your ass whooped. You do. Because a lot of the shit you say, a lot of shit you do is bogus and it's fucked up. And you shouldn't even be getting at people like that. You shouldn't even be talking. You shouldn't be disrespectful to the people that came before you. Because you'll say on wax. You'll say on wax all the right shit, but behind the scenes, bro, that ain't how you really feel. You don't give a fuck about Ali. You don't give a fuck about Sugar Ray Robinson. You don't care about none of the motherfuckers that paved the way for you. Wouldn't be no Floyd Sr. had not been for them. Where you think Floyd Sr. got the game from? Where you think Floyd Sr.'s trainer got the game from? Watching them, studying them motherfuckers. But that shit, you won't respect game. That's a bitch nigga trait. All you care about is your money. Cause you another motherfucker ain't doing shit for the black community too. Fuck Floyd. And that bullshit. You fucked up the game of boxing and you ain't doing shit to fix it. Fuck Floyd. Kiss my ass. I know he did that. But what I'm saying, Alex, is the fights, they don't care about that. They don't care about you fought champion after champion. That's good for you. It's good. Yeah, you do that. We just want to be stars and make money. We don't care about being the best boxer. We care about being stars. We don't care about being the best boxer. So they gonna hide their whole ass where they at. And they gonna and the cold part how Leonard get you is, that's your opinion. No, motherfucker, it's facts. You niggas ain't finna fight nobody of any significance. You motherfuckers ain't finna fight nobody that has done more in the sport of boxing. Y'all not finna do that. It don't make sense. Them your words. Ain't no my opinion. That's facts. If it don't make sense to you niggas, y'all not gonna do it. Even if this dude is a more accomplished fighter than your guy, he's done more in the sport than your guy. He deserves more accolades than your guy. But the fight don't make sense because he's not a star. Fuck TMT, bro. Fuck them niggas. Fuck PBC and that bullshit. All y'all do is clout chase. Y'all the biggest clout chasers in all of captivity in the sport of boxing. All of y'all. Straight hoe ass, bitch ass niggas. For real, for real. What we need is one belt. One belt in the WBA, one belt in the IBF, one belt in the IBO. Well, it's always just been one belt in the IBO. That's why I hyped the IBO up so much. One belt in the IBO and one belt in the WBC. That's it. WBA and then one belt in the WBO. That's it. And you just win those one belts and you are the god. Not this interim and all. That's too much shit. You sanctioning bodies are fucking greedy. Yo, all y'all trying to do is get money out of people. All y'all trying to do is stay in these fighters and these promoters' pockets. And you promoters ain't no fucking better because y'all willing to give up this little bit of chump change to promote your fighter to be more than what he is. Like I said, you don't have to win a world title. All you got to do is win an interim or a regular belt and you are considered a champion and they'll just sell 2-time champion, 3-time champion, not 3-time world, just 3-time champion. And you get caught up. He's a 3-time champion. What belts he won? Oh, he won a WBO, or a WBA interim. Oh, he won a WBC diamond belt. Against who he won that belt against? Oh, some C-level opposition. Smoke and mirrors. They running game. They are running game. It's all bullshit. All bullshit. All bullshit. Even the shit with Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman talking about he want Earl Spence. Keith, you know you not finna fight Earl Spence right now. You know you not. You know you not. You just talking. Don't nobody give a fuck about you cutting your hair. You still gonna take the same motherfucking ass, but the only difference is if your whole ass get cut, we'll know where the fuck you cut it if you get cut on the top of the head. From a headbutt or some shit. But other than that, don't nobody give a fuck about you cutting your hair. You still the same Keith 1-time, 2-time. I ain't got time. You didn't duck me, son. Bitch ass Thurman. You ain't about shit. Fuck Keith Thurman and his whole ass haircut. Ain't finna change nothing. He's still gonna take the same ass whoopings he was gonna take prior to the haircut. Fuck Keith Thurman. Nobody got time for you. I ain't finna make a video. I was gonna make a video on your whole ass and said, fuck all that. I ain't finna waste my energy on you. You want some whole ass shit. You ain't finna do shit. You're clout chasing because you just got your ass beat by Manny Pacquiao. So you trying to find your avenue to wiggle your way back up into stardom. Fuck Keith Thurman. Clout chasing ass. I don't got time for that shit. I mean, want to see him back, but who he gonna fight? He probably gonna fight the same dude that Sean Porter just fought. Straight up. No, I think Keith Thurman beats Ugas. That's a stream for another day because I'm finna dip in a little bit. But yeah, I think Keith Thurman beats Ugas. Matter of fact, no, fuck that. The reason why I say Keith Thurman beats Ugas is because Ugas likes to fight like this. He likes to walk you down like this. And when he gets off, he come back here. Let me scoot over a little bit. Okay? He gets off. He come back here. Okay, this is terrible. You're gonna get lit the fuck up by Keith Thurman, and then Keith Thurman throws hard shots. Ugas gets hit every time Ugas fight. He all hanging, face busted up. Keith Thurman gonna beat the fuck out of Ugas. I promise you, I think that's gonna be Keith Thurman's next fight. They gonna talk shit about Earl, but I promise you, Keith Thurman gonna fight somebody like Ugas next. Don't go off the hype. Everybody that they said everybody that they say they want to fight, when they come out, they say, "Oh, I want to fight this guy. I want to fight." They're not finna fight him. They're going to fight somebody totally different. Totally different. Totally different. Virgil is good. Virgil just gotta step up in opposition, but they're gonna work Virgil, and Virgil is gonna end up falling into the hype. And before I dip, didn't they say that Triple G was supposed to fight what's this dude name? I can't think of it. It just came onto my tongue. Triple G was supposed to fight somebody. Jaime. Wasn't Triple G supposed to fight Jaime? What happened? What happened, Gennady? You supposed to fight Jaime. What happened? Thought you was fighting Jaime. Now you talking about you fighting Eubank? Triple G with that shit too. Because Jaime is gonna give you something to think about. Eubank ain't. Jaime might. It is what it is. But I honestly feel like these fighters are afraid to be great. They don't want to be great. These promoters, they just own they bullshit. They just all want a money grab. It's all a money grab. And I'm telling you, all y'all out there in the boxing world, it's all a money grab. That's all it is. From the promoters to the fighters, that's all it is. It's just a fucking money grab. It ain't about the sport no more. It's not about winning championships. It's not about winning accolades or doing something effective in the sport of boxing. It's not about that. It's literally about, can you put asses in seats to where when I fight you, regardless of if I win, lose, or draw, I'm going to cash out. It's about the cash out. That's what it's about. It's about the cash out. And if I can't cash out off of you or cash out on you, it don't make sense. These fighters are afraid to be great. That's why I titled it, Don't Be Afraid to Be Great. Don't let somebody take away what you have worked so hard to get. Period. You've worked so hard to get to where you at, to let somebody else say, "Oh, don't do that. We got to get this money. We got to just." I want to be the best. And I still respect AJ for coming at it that way and keeping that same energy. Because AJ, knowing the game, knowing what's going on right now, he still wants to be the best undisputed heavyweight fighter in boxing. He still wants that. For that, I salute him. Do I think it's going to happen? No. I honestly believe, just what I told y'all earlier, the only fighter that will probably be undisputed in this era is Jermell Charlo. And the reason why I say that is because he already has 4 of the 5 belts. It's only one person in his division, Teixeira, that has the WBO belt. And once he beats Teixeira, if he were to get that, because I know the PBC don't respect the WBO sanctioning body, but if he were to get that belt, he will be the only undisputed champion in this era that holds all the belt, meaning that like there's not no Devin Haney type of situation. None of that going on. He literally has every belt in the division. Nobody has no other world title somewhere else, and it's leaving confusion amongst the boxing fans. No, Jermell would be that guy. He would be that guy. And he would be the only dude that is that guy in the sport of boxing. And I honestly feel like Jermell Charlo, if he was able to do that, will be the only guy to be undisputed in this era. And he would be the first undisputed champion at light middleweight since Winky Wright. So I got to give him respect for that, because he probably will be the only one to do it at the end of the day. But no one cares about being great no more in boxing. All they care about is having a great paycheck and a great bank account. They don't care about being great fighters anymore, man. So for that, appreciate everybody for coming in. Thank you for sliding in the stream, bro. God bless y'all. We finna get about this thing. NBBC 100.